Hello and welcome to today's episode of What's Your Passion? Today we're going to be talking about the 4R model, which is actually the basis of all religions and all philosophies. So when you're talking about mindset, you're talking about the 4R model. The first three R's, right truth, right values and attitudes, and right actions, were actually something I learned back in the 1980s studying philosophy and comparative religions at the university. The fourth R was added later in the 90s, and this model, the 4R model, is a direct reflection and actually the foundation to the 4D model. The 4R model is for the individual, and the 4D model is primarily for the team and the organization. But since individuals are at every level in the organization, the 4R model still is in force. In the middle, you have the individual's vision and also their spirit. And so when you're bringing a lot of people together, we talk about team spirit. And that isn't just the sum of everything that is that each person's bringing to the team. It's everything that they're bringing to the team plus more. And so that's going into team spirit. As I mentioned, it's used primarily in the individual lens, but it's used in the other four lenses as well. And since right people is part of the flow formula and the flow friction analysis, then it's important to be able to read people. And to do that, I use this in reverse as a root cause analysis tool. You look at the results and the actions, and that will help you understand your team members' values and attitudes, and potentially even what truth from which they're operating. And it's not a perfect model, but it's good enough. And I've used this for 26 years, and it works. Okay? And being able to quickly figure out when something goes wrong by going backwards through the model, you can ultimately start to look at, okay, do we need to train, coach, and mentor more? And for those that don't believe that companies have what they consider to be right truth, that's not quite true. Otherwise, the companies wouldn't be spending incredible amounts of money on training and behavior modification. So, truth matters. And it doesn't necessarily matter in the sense that most people think. It matters when you're trying to get people on a team to work together for a common goal and vision. Also, if you don't have the right people in the right roles in these various boxes here, via the flow friction analysis, if you've got the wrong people, then anxiety is going to manifest itself. And in the circles here, just a quick explanation of the roles. The green roles are primarily what we call agile or scrum roles. And they touch all four boxes or all four lenses. But, for example, a scrum master is going to spend primarily most of their time at the individual and team level, and somewhat with the product owner. As you move out to an agile coach does everything that a scrum master does, plus they're spending more time over on the product, program, portfolio, and organization side of the organization in these two lenses. And then an enterprise flow coach out here in the blue, they are going to be spending a lot of time in the organization box and some time working with the coaches and the program managers and so on in the product development box. So this was just a quick overview of the 4R model and a little bit about the roles. And look forward to seeing you at another episode of What's Your Passion? My name is Andrew Coleman, and thanks again for stopping by.